Hey everyone, Steven from Straight Fire Picks. We got best bets for NBA on Wednesday, February 2nd, 2022. We're going to have NBA player prop spreads, over-unders here for you today. My name is Steve, and we're going to have 4 picks that I think are great value bets for the Wednesday NBA slate. As always, just want to thank you all for your continued support on the channel. If you're new to the channel here today, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. We're trying to reach 2,000 subscribers, guys. We are so close. Once we get to 2,000 subscribers, we will be doing a parlay giveaway and also giving away a few t-shirts. So really looking forward to that, guys. So make sure that you hit that like and subscribe. If you're a returning viewer, please also consider hitting that like button as well. It really does help us out. Be sure to also drop your favorite pick down below in the comment section. We'd love to hear what you guys are playing. If you guys would like your pick included in our comment capper section, just be sure to put a star or an asterisk next to your pick. Include your pick in the video if it hits. Also, be sure to check out our community Discord page. It's a great place to connect with our community. We'll have a link down in the comment section and in the description of that where you can check that out as well. Okay, now a quick shout out to our Straight Fire MVPs. Gotta get the bag: Shane Davis, Wilkie, One Must Fall, Arthur Shaw, Zach Green, and Charles Searles. If you're interested in becoming a Straight Fire MVP, there's a link down below where the join button is. There'll also be a link in the description and in the comment section as well. Okay, now results from the previous episode. So for our comment cappers, we did have Alex McCormick. They were calling the DeJounte Murray over 8.5 assists. That was able to cash there in the third quarter, so we'd love to see that. Okay, and for our stream results, we got the 3-0 sweep again, guys. We brought out the brooms. We love to see it. We were able to cash the DeJounte Murray over 8.5 assists as our comment play later in the day once I saw the injuries there for the Warriors. Murray again had 9 assists after 3. This line did move quick though. It moved up to 9.5 with plus value, pretty quickly. So I hope you guys were able to get it at 8.5. He should have finished with far more than 9 assists. He had 9 after the third quarter, and the Spurs went ice cold in the fourth. So Murray had a lot of passes to people there in the fourth and just bricked everything. So hope you guys got it at 8.5. We were also able to catch the Toronto Raptors -2 spread as well. They came back there in the second half and delivered for us. We'd love to see it. And we also cashed on Nikola Vucevic over 11.5 rebounds. He delivered late as well, finishing the game with 13, so we love to see that. We're on a 15-3 run here at the channel, guys, in the last week. We love to see it as far as the NBA goes. If you count the NFL as well, it's actually 18-4. So things have been pretty good here to us, guys. The betting gods have been smiling down upon us. So let's keep it going today, guys. Let's get this 3-0, or rather 4-0 sweep today. Let's get right into our picks. At number 1, we are going with Christian Wood over 10.5 rebounds here for the Houston Rockets at -105 odds. So Wood is 6-2 to this line in his last 8 games. We love to see that. He's got rebound games of 14, 15, 15, 15, and 13 during that span. So we love seeing that. He's averaging 17 rebound chances and averaging 12.3 rebounds per game during this 8-game stretch. So obviously love to see that. We got a Cavaliers team here coming in to play the Rockets that I believe is going to be less efficient, obviously without Darius Garland on the floor and Lauri Markkanen as well. 2 of their better offensive weapons. So should create a few more rebounding opportunities here as far as that goes. The Cavs actually on the season, even coming in, even with those guys, Cavs allow the 10th most rebounds to centers. So obviously I expect that matchup to improve, like I said here, without Garland and Markkanen. And Cavs also allowing the 8th most rebounds overall in the last 3 games at 54 per game. So, Markkanen, people don't talk enough about Markkanen as well. We know about Garland, but Markkanen is also a great shooter. It brings a lot of, efficiency to the offensive side as well. So definitely think those 2 losses here are going to hurt the Cavs. Initially when I saw the spread, I'm like, well, if Garland was in, I'd, lean with the Cavs 2.5 spread. But here, this is really a hard spread to pick because of that. And I think Wood will have a very good game rebounding the basketball, and I do like our odds here. So take it there for your number 1 pick. Christian Wood over 10.5 rebounds here for the Houston Rockets at -105 odds. Okay, and at number 2, we're going with the Memphis Grizzlies -3.5 spread here versus the New York Knicks at -110 odds. So Grizzlies rolling in 34-19 against the spread this season, 17-8 on the road against the spread. Obviously, we'd love to see that. Those are both very, very good. The Knicks on the season, 25-26 against the spread, 13-14 at the Garden. So they've honestly not played their best ball at the Garden. I know they're coming off a big win there over the Kings, but I've bet against the Knicks at home a few times this year, and I've been satisfied most of the time that I've done that. So, Grizzlies obviously, very good basketball team here coming in. They're sixth in the NBA now in defensive efficiency, which is really surprising. They've actually played much better on the defensive end of the ball. Knicks on the season, 11th in defensive efficiency. So both these teams do play solid defense. As far as offensively, though, we're going to give the edge here to the Grizzlies. Grizzlies 10th in offensive efficiency. The Knicks are 24th. Obviously, the Grizzlies here are led by Ja Morant. They have a playmaker that could score pretty much whenever he wants and get to his spots. Knicks really don't have that. Knicks have, they rely on Julius Randle and R.J. Barrett to get a lot of their points, and then they rely on Evan Fournier. Sometimes he has a big night. Sometimes he scores 0. Sometimes he scores 40. It's just their offense feels so helter-skelter, I guess would be the word there for the Knicks offense. Sometimes it's their second unit that has to produce. So overall, the Knicks on the offensive end have been really unreliable at that end of the court. The Grizzlies have won 2 of the last 3 meetings here at the Garden. The only loss that they had of those 3 meetings, that game went to overtime, 133-129. The Knicks won that game. Both of the wins were by double digits, so obviously I like to see that. After a win this season, so Knicks coming off a big win though over the Kings, a lot of momentum. People are like, oh, the Knicks are back. Well, Knicks after a win this season are 9-14 against the spread, while the Grizzlies after a loss are 11-6 against the spread. So honestly, like seeing that. I think there definitely could be a letdown here for the Knicks at home. And, the Grizzlies team, we saw lose to Philadelphia without Embiid, while disappointing, I don't think represents the Grizzlies over the long haul, right? We've come to know the Grizzlies as an absolute wagon this season. They're number 1 in the NBA in as far as against the spread on the year. So love it there for a number 2 pick. Grizzlies -3.5 spread here versus the New York Knicks at -110 odds. Okay, and at number 3, we are rolling with the over 221.5 points in the Orlando Magic Indiana Pacers game at -110 odds. So 3 of the last 4 meetings between these two teams have hit the over, so we like to see that. And here recently, both of these offenses have actually been putting up numbers. The Orlando Magic averaging 110.7 points per game in the last 7 games. Indiana Pacers scoring 116.3 in the last 9 games. So obviously I love to see that. The Pacers do not play great defense at all at home. They're the 4th worst in defensive efficiency at home. The Magic are the 10th worst in defensive efficiency on the road. So obviously we love seeing those things. As far as pace of play goes, about average here on both sides. The Magic are 17th and the Pacers are 19th in pace of play, which isn't bad. I don't mind seeing that as long as we're not dead last or 25th or worse, honestly. So I don't mind that. By the numbers on the season, the Pacers allow 111.3 points per game at home. The Magic allow 110.8 points per game on the road. Pacers score 111.8 points per game at home. The Orlando Magic score 103.7 points per game on the road. So if you look at that, the average there of that is about 218 to 217. So obviously by the numbers on the season, if you're looking at the whole season, you'd be leaning to the under. But like I said, the recent trend here, the way these two teams have played, and the matchup history is pretty solid as well. And I do like what the Magic are doing offensively here lately with Franz Wagner. They got Cole Anthony, Gary Harris, Wendell Carter. Those guys are actually stepping up on the offensive end of the court. And they were pretty competitive with the Bulls actually last night. 126-115 last night there for the Magic in Chicago. So obviously a back-to-back helps that way too. The legs should be a little bit tired as far as on the defensive end. But other than that, guys, I really do like it. The overs have hit in Pacers home games. It's been a little bit of an inside joke here at the channel, but overs in Pacers home games are definitely a solid way to go. So we'll roll it there for a number 3 pick. Over 221.5 points in the Orlando Magic Indiana Pacers game at -110 odds. Okay, and finally at number 4, we are going with Lou Dort under 17.5 points here for the Oklahoma City Thunder at -110 odds. This is a really tough matchup here for Lou Dort, guys. Taking on a Dallas Mavericks squad here that allow the second fewest points to small forwards, so obviously we love seeing that. Dort is 15-7 in his last 22 games to this line as far as hitting the under, so we like seeing that as well. He averages 3.1 less points per game on the road. at just about 14 per game, so we love seeing that as well. We're not going to have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, which is why I think his line is boosted up a little bit here. But Dort is still 8-2 in his last 10 games to the under without Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So we love seeing that. Should have Dorian Finney-Smith here on Lou Dort at that end of the ball. So obviously that's going to make life very difficult on Lou Dort. Looking for like a guy like Josh Giddey or someone like that to take more of the scoring load. Dort may try, but I think he's gonna have a tough time, honestly. He's 4-1 in his 5 career games to his under versus the Mavericks. His only cash to the over, he had 18, so he cashed on the hook. And obviously, we just have so many factors here working for us, guys. There's also blowout potential here as well. This line's set to 11.5, obviously without Shai, so this game could easily get out of hand here on the Thunder. They're gonna have really a hard time just in general scoring the basketball. For sure. So, honestly, guys, love it there. A lot of convincing data here to the under for Lou Dort. So, take it there for your number 4 pick. Lou Dort under 17.5 points here for the Oklahoma City Thunder at -110 odds. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for our picks. If you enjoyed the content, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We're trying to reach 2,000 subscribers here by the end of the episode. We are getting so close. Your guys' support on the channel has been absolutely unbelievable. I just want to say thank you. I know, like I said, I say it a lot. I sound like a robot, but I really do mean it. You guys are, your guys' support really is a huge blessing to me. It has been a huge blessing to me, and it's just been a lot of fun also getting to know a lot of you in the Discord as well. So let's cash out today. Let's keep the hot streak going, guys. It really has been, the betting gods have been smiling upon us here lately. Like I said, 15-3 in our last 6 NBA episodes. I'm hoping we can keep that going. Hoping you guys have been making some money. That's the idea. We've had a number of sweeps here. We've brought out the brooms quite a bit. So I'm hoping we can keep that going today. Let's cash your bets as well. Let me know what you're playing down in the comment section. And also be sure to check out our Discord channel as well. It's a great place to connect with our community. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And we will catch you next time. Peace out.